told me I was the worst sex that she has ever had.
Oh, yeah?
I told her there's no way to figure that out in 15 seconds. Yep. All right, guys, here you go. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, to you, to you. BG.
Ya's a Dirty Germans, brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's World Famous Sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefleisch.
Thank you, Alvin. Oh, this is kind of a cool email right here. All right.
Why is that?
Okay. When we did the Smash auction, one of the items up for bids was Little Woody's. They were offering up a specialty hamburger for one of our listeners who had the highest bid that they could create and would be the burger special of the week at all of the Little Woody's locations. All right. I was one of the first people to bid on this hamburger. Unfortunately, I got outbid by a lot.
I was going to say, you were one of the first people to be outbid.
Yes.
It's just how you phrase it.
Taryn jumped in from the Daily Mix Morning Show.
Well, you outbid her, right? Didn't you?
No, she outbid me.
Oh.
Ryan Castle came in, outbid her. And it was back and forth, back and forth. And all of a sudden,
I had a secret buyer in there.
You did?
I did. I knew, and he ran it up as high as he could. But this guy, Mark went over the top.
Mark comes through. But Mark, he gets an email from Jonna at Little Woody's. Said contacting you for the auction-winning Create Your Burger at Little Woody's contest. So we typically approach it with, choice of protein, whether you want beef or chicken, what type of bun you want. Then your creativity comes into play. Something you grew up with, your favorite culinary style, whatever. We can look at various veggies, fresh pickled stuff, incorporate a flavor into an aioli, add something crunchy with texture, you name it. But basically, getting back to Mark and saying, hey, look, we'd like to get this thing put together, and hopefully we can get the burger out in September.
Okay.
All right. But ideally, nail down the ingredients of what you want.
Sure, so they can get ready
as soon as you can. So Mark writes back to Jonna at Little Woody's. And he says, hi, Jonna. Thanks for reaching out. I'd like to discuss assigning the task to Miles in the men's room on the show. They're the ones that made it happen. Miles was one of the first bidders for the auction. He sounded like he was really into it. So between him and the guys, I'm sure they can knock it out of the park. If you could do me a favor and ask them to create the burger, I truly would appreciate it. I think that's appropriate. Let me know what they say. Thanks in advance.
How about that?
So this
is what you wanted more than anything.
We have now been tasked. Well, here's the hard part about this, okay? All four of us are going to have to get involved in this, which means, from Steve's perspective, he's not going to want to eat vegetables on this thing.
That is correct.
Which to me, that kind of sucks. Because I like.
What would you put on the burger?
I'm trying to think. Would you be good with grilled onions or something like that?
Onions are fine. I don't like tomato, pickle, and lettuce. Right? Those are the ones. Those are the standard.
I think it might be easier to give Miles our absolute no's, and then you design the burger. My only no, and I know you like it, is blue cheese.
Yes.
Okay. Blue cheese. No blue cheese.
I'm with you. No.
Okay. My only no, and I don't care what anyone says. They can, themselves. No pretzel bun. Look.
Do they even offer that?
She said basically, look, if you need some specialty things like different kind of...
Yeah, that's what
I see. We need to get this thing put together early so we can prepare for whatever it is you want. I might, on the flip side, reach out to Jonna and see if we could do the idea we originally came up with, which was 3 separate sliders. All on one tray.
And that way, each one of us, right? So mine is the one that has no vegetables. Miles is the one that definitely has vegetables. Yep. Ted's one that has blue cheese, right? So maybe we could break it down like that. But we need to talk to Little Woody's about that. Because we're not going to agree
we don't know if we can
burger.
or not, but either way, we're going to create a burger.
What? We're just not going to agree on a burger.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just not going to happen.
We also got to come up with a name for the burger.
I mean, for that one, it's the men's room slider platter.
I mean, are you going to order that?
The men's room slider platter?
I mean, did you think about the first thing that Steve's mom said when we got the sausage?
She goes, oh, what'd you guys call it? I said, oh, it's just men's room sausage. Her response, and I quote, ew. And I'm like, I said, we didn't think about it. We're used to the name, but I'm like, now that I'm saying it out loud, that sounds terrible. Men's room sausage.
Yeah,
ew.
And if we just make one, I still think on this one, Miles, because you were so about it.
Yeah.
You design it just with the nose, and we call it like the Miles Mac.
The Miles Mac.
Miles Mac.
All right.
You like Big Macs? You like Little Wood? I'm trying to help.
I know. Have we done this one before? That one on top?
I'm not sure. Show it to Mike.
Mike, the one that's highlighted. Have we done that 10 versus the FCC? I don't want to double up.
I've done so many of them, dude.
No, I know.
I'm like Tom Brady.
No, I don't think we've done this one before.
Okay.
No,
All right. We'll stick with that one. Okay. Okay, so I think it's time that we go back in time to the last time that we played Ted versus the FCC. If we could, let's go back in time.
Some say sheep that struggle from sexual frustration sit on ships and sip on Schlitz. So sheepishly, sitting Schlitz sippers sent ships of sexually frustrated sheep to sit on sheets of silt slits.
3 times fast.
Some sheep that struggle from sexual frustration sit on ships and sip on slitch. So sheepishly sitting Schlitz sippers sent ships of sexually frustrated sheep to sit on sheets of silt.
On silk.
And now, everyone's favorite daytime game show, where one person could lose $325,000 and their job, or win and walk away with nothing. It's time for Ted versus the FCC.
And away we go again on Ted versus the FCC.
Let's go.
Yep. I can't believe how many more listener submitted Ted versus the FCCs we've had now that we stopped working hard on Thursday nights.
If we had known that, we'd have stopped working so hard.
How's the sleep going?
Oh, much better now.
Yeah, get to bed early.
Yeah, a little
Good
bit.
for you guys.
One day at a time there. Okay. This comes from our buddy Eric, who says, suck it, Ted. He sent in a couple submissions already this year.
Is this the same Eric that already beat me this? Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, no. He's out to get you.
Yeah, I could tell.
Hey, look, man, if you're going to come up with this stuff on your own, we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
That's how the game's played. This one has to do with Buck. He likes to make fudge. And it goes something like this. Buck makes fudge suckers. Fred likes to suck Buck's fudge. Buck watches Fred suck his fudge. Buck fudgers and Fred suckers. Or is it Fred fudgers and Buck's suckers?
All right.
The way that we do Ted versus the FCC is 1 time through, then 3 times fast.
Buck makes fudge suckers. Fred likes to suck Buck fudge. Buck watches Fred suck his fudge. Buck fudgers and Fred suckers. Or is it Fred fudgers and Buck suckers?
3 times fast.
Buck makes fudge suckers. Fred likes to watch Buck's fudge. Buck watches Fred suck fudge. Bug fudgers and Fred suckers. Or is it Fred fudgers and Buck suckers?
1.
Buck makes fudge suckers. Fred likes to suck Buck's fudge. Buck watches Fred suck his fudge. Buck fuckers.
Okay.
All right.
Give me that thing. We'll try it again next
all
week.
right.
Hey, but don't forget, as far as the Miles Montgomery class, the last twosome is up for grabs coming up. We are going to do one more Ted versus the FCC, or maybe we'll continue on next week if Ted gets it right at 5:40, right at the end of TV Time with Ted.
coast to coast and around the world. If it's not